Hi, Nimrat. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
All right. So, I think before we talk about almost anything, it's important that we talk about Irfan Khan and, of course, Rishi Kapoor. You've worked with Irfan in The Lunchbox. It has become an iconic film. It has been seen the world over. What was your first thought like when you came to know that he is no more?
Um, it was just disbelief, honestly. I had news from the night before that he was not doing well, and I woke up, with that thought that that I wonder how he's doing, and then I got to know that he's no longer alive. I think just to say this even now is a little bit strange, and it doesn't feel right to talk about him in the past tense.
Exactly.
To
Same
be
here.
very honest, yeah, it
Same
just
here.
doesn't add up. You know, it doesn't add up because he'd been fighting this for 2.5 years. I've heard of the kind of suffering he was going through, but it, just as not only a co-actor, but even as an audience, one has watched his work for so long now, and you are somewhat looking forward to anything that he would be a part of, even if he's uh, giving an interview somewhere or if he's just in a guest appearance in any film. There is a lot of there are films, and then there are Irfan Khan films, and you're always looking forward to what
Absolutely.
he's about to do next. And it's genuinely, it feels like a personal loss for everyone, Faridun. That's what is
No, no, it
the
is.
biggest.
It is definitely.
Yeah, that's what feels like is the biggest takeaway from this entire unfortunate, the last 2 days. Genuinely, it feels like a personal loss, as if people have just lost one of their own.
Right. So
Yeah.
Sameer7733 is saying that your one memory of Irfan Khan. What is that one memory of Irfan Khan that you have?
Well, I actually didn't get to spend much time with him on the set of the Lunchbox, and we really got to meet, and I got to know him when we were in Cannes in France to premiere the Lunchbox. And I remember the day the film had premiered, uh, we were all really overwhelmed, and it was my first film, and Ritesh Batra's first film. The two of us, I mean, I didn't know what had hit us. Really, I did not know, and I was really just going with the flow of the day. And at the end of the day, when we had kind of settled down, everything was over. I sat, we were sitting together, and I told Irfan, I said, I can't handle what's happening. I don't know how to deal with what's coming our way, and I can see that there is something really. Uh, this is the beginning of something huge for the film. It was palpable. And I remember him telling me, he laughed and he said, Nimrat, just enjoy the good times and make sure you make the most of everything that comes your way when the time is good, because that doesn't last very long. And we are here to suffer, and our struggles go on, and these are the little gifts we get from God. So look at this as a gift that's not going to last very long, and live every moment and minute of it. Don't be shy
Right.
of celebrating. I remember he told me that. That memory is deeply etched in my mind, not because of him not being around, but because I held on to it forever. I really have held on to it since the time he told me. It's almost 7 years now, since that
Yeah.
time. We were in Cannes exactly around this time. I remember between the 5th and the 11th of May. It's 7 years, pretty much 7 years to the day. So I'll always remember that very dearly.
Right. And you've been part of a film featuring Irfan Khan, which I think can be considered one of his most maybe watched film all across the world because the Lunchbox reached
Yeah.
to a lot of countries and
Yeah, about
the sort
75
of
countries, I remember.
the sort of commercial success that the film witnessed Um,
Yeah.
for an indie film of sorts, he's obviously had Hollywood films. I think maybe the most watched film of Irfan Khan, of course. Does that make it special that you're the heroine of that particular film?
Yeah, I mean, it's not something that I uh, would have wished to feel special about in this manner. It's always been special for me to be a part of that film, and now it will always be. Uh, it kind of becomes historically important to be a part of something that did so that touched so many hearts everywhere. From a point of view that that Irfan is no longer around, and we just, I mean, we've got what we've got from the body of work that he produced. It's just not the nicest feeling. Also, it's a little bit strange. I was always looking forward to the next project we'll do together, that next film we'll do together. And in my mind, it was always a matter of time before a script brought us together and before some subject, some director. I took it for granted pretty much. I always thought that it was a matter of time. There are things you wish for, and because the film did well, and because we had a certain kind of an on-screen relationship, I always thought that it was only a matter of time before life would bring us back together. And now the lunchbox is all I have to hold on to in that sense. So it's a bittersweet feeling, but yes, it feels very special. Yeah.
Right. The interesting part is that when we look back at his filmography, he was an intellectual, but he never tried to be. There are people who try to flaunt their knowledge, their vocabulary, maybe, or their relationships, and the fact that maybe they've worked with so many important people, but he never did that. When you look back at his filmography, his movies, they are so intellectually refined. At the same time, they have wit. They have very unique wit, which is, I think, very trademark of Irfan Khan. You find that special? That when you have an actor who is an intellectual, who's having a point of view which is impacting the world, who's having opinions about a lot of important issues in the world, and yet he never does that nara lagana sort of element. Do you find that fascinating about him in a way?
Yeah, I think that was his charm as a person and as an actor. He never took himself too seriously, I think, and at the same time, he had a very strong voice. He never shied away from commenting on what was important to him. Um, I did not have the great fortune of knowing him personally all too well, but I do know from every star and every actor carries an aura, and they carry a notion around them. And I know that the vibe and the notion that Irfan Khan carried around was that he was relatable. He was everyone. He was the common man could find himself in him. And he had that quality because he had his ear to the ground, and yet the sky was the limit for him. We know the kind of work he's done, and the kind of people he's rubbed shoulders with, and the sort of respect he commands the world over. Um, yeah, he really was special because he was so gracefully common. He was such a graceful common man at heart, I think, and so intuitive about real life, where he came from. Just day-to-day life, and the kind of dignity he brought to the parts he played, and the level the bar he raised, for the common man to be portrayed on the big screen. There was something special about every person he portrayed on the screen, on the big screen. There was always a special quality about every character. He never took anything, I think, for granted. That really came through in his performances.
Okay, and out of his filmography, how do you look at his filmography? Because I think it would be interesting to know your thoughts about his filmography, the films that appeal to you, the performances that appeal to you.
I remember the namesake the most, and the incredible thing about him being in the namesake is that he's barely there. He's just there for a few scenes. Uh, of course, there's a Makbul and Pan Singh Tomar and just the range of characters he's done. Hindi medium, of course. There are so many films he's played such incredible different kinds of parts in. Heather. But you remember him not realizing how short a while he came and went for. You remember Irfan being a part of a film. There is never a time when you will not remember that Irfan was a part of this film, or he had a few scenes here. So I associate him with the namesake, where on paper he really had only a few scenes. He wasn't there that much in terms of the length of part, as far as I remember. That really left an indelible mark in my mind when I watched that film.
His characterization, I think the way he looked, even his I think physical appearance was, I think, namesake was really interesting. Okay, and what about the other films? Like you said Pan Singh Tomar. I'm sure that you must have seen Hustle.
I've not watched
Hustle.
Hustle actually.
You should watch Hustle.
I will.
This is
if
you like his work, so
catch up on everything. I've heard such incredible things. Yes. Yeah.
Hustle, I think, is a must watch. Okay. What about other films like Pan Singh Tomar? Why do you like Pan Singh Tomar?
Pan Singh Tomar, because it was a path-breaking film in its own way. The way the portrayal of national, and I saw this very, very long back, so I'm speaking from memory. It's a film I watched extremely long back. I remember having difficulty, being able to grasp the dialect that Irfan, had, and the dialect in that film. But just the way he portrayed that part, I mean, I don't need to, I'm not anyone to appreciate what everybody knows, how incredible he was in that film and what he brought to that. Just the gravity the man had, in every performance, really, anywhere. It's hard to isolate one from the other. It's like he lived that part no matter how long a scene that was or how many scenes he came in and went with.
Okay, one very interesting thing about Irfan was that he was working in some of the biggest films in Hollywood. At a time, he was working in some of the biggest films, be Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, Inferno, and he's having substantial roles in those films. And those are like Life of Pi. It did huge business worldwide. But interestingly, in the Indian cinema context, he was not really part of the big commercial bonanzas. He did them once in a while, but he was primarily part of this middle of the road cinema. Mostly, like Hindi medium or Qareeb Single or Madari, Caravan. Those are like middle of the road cinema. Do you find that very interesting that he's having a certain stature maybe in Hollywood, but in India, he's catering to a certain audience that he wants to cater to, rather than just saying that यार मैं हॉलीवुड में मैं इतना बड़ा स्टार हूँ, मैं इतने बड़े लोगों के साथ मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, तो मैं यहाँ पर भी मेरे लिए एक बड़ा कैनवस होना चाहिए, and I should be portrayed in a certain manner. Do you find that interesting?
I think that's fascinating as a personal choice as an actor, and that's what set him apart. That he knew the star power he carried, and he lent his voice and his presence to films that would not otherwise have the kind of audience that they did with him. So I think it's phenomenal, and which is why it's such a huge loss to the entire industry, because I actually wonder what those kind of scripts, where they will be without the option of an Irfan Khan, because he was indispensable for all of us. We know that, there is no other Irfan Khan. There isn't.
Okay, YK Achak Zai is asking, what was the exceptional thing you observed in Irfan while he was about to deliver his shots?
Well, I wish I had an answer, which is why I feel like I always thought that we'll end up working together again and I'll have all these answers. But I really don't share any scenes with him in the lunchbox. We worked independently for the most part, but the one scene that we are in the same premises in a cafe where, you know, we're looking at he's looking at me and I'm looking for him. And I just watched him sit there. I remember it's extremely clear in my memory. But, you know, it's not a scene to really have a long answer for. I was just looking at him at work. That in itself was a big gift for me.
Okay, so Malika Galani is asking, as an actor, what is your biggest learning from legends like Irfan and Rishi Kapoor?
I have no experience of working with Rishi Kapoor, sir. But I know from hearsay that he really wore his heart on his sleeve, and I've met him a couple of times, yes, but I've never worked with him, and he was very boisterous and extremely full of life. And the one big thing I know the two men shared was a massive sense of humor. So I know that that's something that one should have close to one's heart and move forward always. Because in times like these, even in these grim times, I know that all of us rely on humor, on some sort of form of, you know, memes or, you know, comedians or whoever's providing humor at this point in time. You have to be able to look at the lighter side of life. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, Sameer7733 is saying that tell one advice which Irfan Bhai gave to you.
That was it. I actually said that already. He told me to enjoy the good moments and celebrate the good times when they come, because they don't last very long.